Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Matt, welcome to Roads of Oz, and on this episode I'm upgrading from a Cocoon headset to the new Sena 50R. Alright, so I've had this Cocoon headset for over 5 years now, and it's quite a basic unit. You pick it up for about 50 bucks from Aldi when they have their motorcycle sales on, and I was very impressed with it. One of the biggest things that impressed me was its actual customer support. A couple of years ago I lost a charging cable for that unit, and I was able to contact the suppliers of Cocoon, and they were able to sell me a new cable, and I thought, and it was at a reasonable price. It was less than $6. I was really impressed with that. It's a very cheap motorcycle headset, so I expected no actual support post its warranty period, but that wasn't the case. So very happy. About 12 months ago I upgraded my helmet, and I really didn't want to be swapping the Bluetooth headset across backwards and forwards between the two helmets. So I actually didn't bother getting another headset initially. So I thought I'd treat myself, and I ended up getting the Sena 50R. So you normally find these retail at most motorcycle outlets at about $485, around $420 on Amazon, but the trick is to actually get a friend to go in with you and buy the twin pack. Now the twin pack, we were able to find this twin pack for $779, which isn't too bad. A little more expensive than my $50 set, that's for sure. It comes with a whole raft of features, but I'll list out some of the most important ones. Your standard Bluetooth, so you're able to stream music through your headphones, answer phone calls, and also listen to FM radio. So one of the most impressive features on the Sena 50R is their open mesh system, and also, so I think they've also got private networks, so you're able to talk with selected people, or you can go on their open mesh network and actually communicate with other riders with Sena compatible headsets, which is handy on a group ride, and the more riders, the bigger the distance you can get. In the dual pack they come prepared, so it takes little to set them up. There's an app online, so you can look up the whole spiel on Sena.com, and it'll give you a list right here, of what it actually comes with. I'm not going to bore you with all the details, other than the most interesting features, which is being able to communicate between the two Senas. Now it says a range of up to 8 kilometers, but that's 6 riders at 1.6 kilometer intervals. Now I gave it a quick test, and after 150 meters I found the connection started to get a bit poor, but that could be because there's a lot of interference with other Wi-Fi system, Bluetooth systems in a residential area. I will be testing it at a later date and seeing what sort of range we get. You can create a single private group that supports up to 24 participants over a range of 5 miles or 8 kilometers, minimum 6 riders at 1 mile or 1.6 kilometer intervals. Users are invited to group mesh, giving added control and privacy. There's also an open mesh channel, so you can have it in open mesh and communicate anyone else that has the Sena with the open mesh system in it. Very clever, and very good when you're in a group ride, if that's your thing. Now, a lot of people say to me, when I'm on the bike, I don't want to be disturbed, and yeah, good enough. If you're using the bike for recreation, that's one thing, but people that ride daily to work and need to answer their phone, and people that need to be easily contacted, say parents of children, this is a very handy unit. Now, you're able to download a Sena app. It's called the Sena 50 Utility, and that will help you pair, let it focus there, that will let you sync with your phone, and you're able to control the volume, calls, listening to radio channels through your phone instead of trying to hit the right button. They've got the buttons here that you have that option, but it is handy. So in the editing, I realized that I missed an important part, and that's voice activation. Now it can recognize a couple of languages, but you can give it simple commands, I believe, answer the phone, but I will have to go into that a bit deeper on the next episode when I'm doing a proper review on it. At the moment, I'm not going to hide from this, but I'm having a lot of issues with this app. It's not exactly behaving, but I've only just got the unit today, and I've got a lot to learn about it. It took a while to pair properly. The instructions that you receive aren't the greatest. what you're better off doing is actually going into YouTube and looking it all up there. There's some very good channels which I'm going to put the links to, and there'll be a link in the description below of all the YouTube channels I use to actually set up the Sena properly. Installation wise, very simple. This is the Shoei X-Spirit 3 helmet, and it's quite easy to set up. There's actually holes that will accommodate the Sena speakers on both sides. The cabling was able to be hid fairly well. What I don't like about the Sena is it doesn't clip in, it actually uses Velcro. It holds very tight, but I would have preferred something to clip in and just look a lot neater. It does look a bit wide. For me, it does look a bit wide sitting on the helmet. There's a bit of curve on the mounting bracket. The unit itself straight. The flip-up antenna is not too bad, but I suppose it just takes practice. It is quite tricky if you've got thick gloves on. The buttons are easy to grab, and this mesh button, you hit that and you're able to communicate with other people on the open mesh system, or if you've got a closed system, you're able to communicate with them quite easily. It was easy to set up, but like I said, it was pre-paired up to the other units, so it'll be more interesting to find out how well it goes pairing up to other Sena units. The app was easy to find. I'm not really having much luck with it at the moment. What it's doing is I go into the app and it doesn't want to pair with the phone, which is a bit of a pain, just freezing on this screen. So I'm going to have to look into that a little bit more. But little things like that from a unit that's meant to be easy to use and meant to be one of the top ones on the market is very frustrating. Yeah. It's gone again. So I'll look deeper into that. There's probably an issue with the software. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, that's pretty much it. It's just a short video to say I will be testing this, and over the next few months I'll be able to give you a proper review. At the moment I'm not overly satisfied because the instructions aren't as good as what they should be, and they expect you to be online for just about everything. That's quite common these days, so it's not a biggie, but I'm hoping once I get this set up and once I get the app sorted on the phone, it won't be a problem. Just a one up for Samsung users. My mate that had the other one set it up on his Samsung far easier than I set it up on my iPhone. Alright, so it's probably just teething problems and more of a user error, but still I'm going to highlight it because I'm actually going to highlight what I find with this as over a couple of episodes. Anyway, that's pretty much it from me. Thanks very much for watching. If you found this video interesting, please like, share, and if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next vid.